Hello viewers, welcome to Core Any real-time car trackings. Flutter apps inside. Today we need to see this here the car moving with the rotation degree. We need this here the current locations gets. Need this here the Flutter broadcast plugins. Needs here first of all. So need to import here and also need to add this here the assets inside the car image. Like this image, you need to uploading here the broadcast library app broadcast and to set this here the version 2.0.0 like this versions need to imports and now need to save here and now need to go inside sending here the broadcast need to write down here the broadcast dot broadcast and to give this here the broadcast names update location and we need to pass this here the value as we need to pass this here the value parameters inside we need to positions need to pass here like these configurations are the needs and to configure this here the broadcast also need to write here the one functions for the calculates here the rotation degree that's why need to first of all so need to calculate here now we need to write down here the functions class functions need to write down here void static void and to give this here the name calculate degree and inside we need to pass this here the two value latitudes lat longs as a start point need to past years means here the old location to new location so need to calculate here the degree of the rotation so need to find out here and to returns here the doubles we need to change here the types doubles like this we need to setting here now need to returns here any double value now temporary you need to past years but now need to set here final double and to set here the let log let degree you need to pass start let is equal to 2 degree you need to calculate here first of all need to write down here the 2 degree and 2 radius functions need to call to set here the static return here the double and to 2 radius and to double give this here the degrees and now need to return here degree multiply by to call this here the max library we need to first of all the imports import dot colon math and to alias need to set here the math like this and to use here math dot pi divided by 180.0 return this here the to radius degree to radius same as now need to convert here the radius to degree and to change this here the radius now need to change here and we need to reverse calculations here now need to get this here the radius we need to calculate here the start point set here the latitudes same as now need to copy and paste for the long and to set here the longitudes like here. So now need to copy and to paste this here for the endpoint let and let and long. Also need to change this here the variables endpoint like this. We need to get here the for value. Now we need to find out here the delta let long. We need to find final double is equal to delta long is equal to need to call this here the math dot science and to delta longs multiply and let's same as now need to copy and to find here the first one is y and second be L capitals to set here like this here. Now we need to set here the start let and we need to and let's like this calls and to call this here the minus math dot let multiply by math post. We need to set here the and let and another multiply math cost delta long like this. We need to calculate it here. Then after we need to find here the double barrier bearing math 2010 to and we need to give this here the y and x value need to pass years and to return here's to degree and to pass this here the bearing and we need to plus 6 mode 6 like this. We need to returning here's like this. We need to findings here the degree rotations. We need to fix this here the type. Now need to calculate here's done. Now need to write down here the animations of the first of all. We need to add markers and to show this here the animations. Now need to go inside the screen map screens and first of all we need this here the need states and we need to set here in state inside write down here the broadcast dot instance dots registers and to give this here the key name update update location. Also need to make sure so need to not go copy here and to paste this here and to first of all need to get this here the value and second parameters need to get this here the callback event and write down here semicolons. Maybe value need to change this here to variables new location is good. Now need to check here the if conditions new locations is to check. Now need to first of all need to set here the mid id marker id is equal to need to set here the marker id because need to import this here the marker set here the marker id need to use this here the service calls dot user id need to give this here the user UDID. Like this need to set here the specific to get here need to save inside the new position is equal to need to set here the lat and longs need to convert need to give this here the locations dots need to latitudes and longitudes new location latitudes and longitude longitudes like this given here and two the marker sets need to define here as a variables no needs here the left need to remove here buttons and to set this here the long current position set here as a letter set and here initialized times need to current positions is equal to lat and long and to check here the location manager manager dot share dots to current positions set here the optionals and to give this here the latitude pass this here the longitudes and need to save here like this saving here to set here is equal to marker set here now need to define here marker set initialize first of all the marker and to give this here the marker id means mid then after need to give this here the positions as a new positions we need to set here and we need to set here and to set states like this write down here like this we need to setting and to show this here the dipole markers and also need to configure this here the marker as need to give this here the markers current positions every time updating so need to calling this here new positions current positions and to past here the current positions camera positions need to set here the target current positions this animate to like icons need to show this here the animation as a current locations need to move this here like this need to configure here and to set here now another functions need to write down here the app start rates need to air markers we need to write down here the functions right here void add marker like here now need to copy here this marker logics need to paste here markers dot add this here all here the this value set here current positions add markers like this we need to set here and to give this here the set state and also need to call here air marker to save these years. Like these configurations are the needs and now need to run to show first of all, and then after need to set this here the rotations degree and knots need to check here. Now building these applications in simulators, now need to open this here the simulators, and also need to change this here the map types, need to set here the normal and to look like this one. Click here and to showing this here current locations, and like this here the animated these icons smoothly, and to move these icons for the locations like this showing here the move card locations. Also need to get this here the events here, so need to set here the breakpoint. Not working, but here working like this moving here. So now need to set here the functions, need to call here get icon and to write down here since methods, and to declare this here the one type. It's like this, and we need to call this here the functions the initialize positions before get icon call here, and we need to write down here where icon equal to await bitmap bitmap descriptors dot assets configuration is set to pass this here the const image configure, and need to set here the device pixel ratio 3.2, and assets names need to here go inside assets, copy this relative path and to put here. Now need to set here the width and height, set here the 30, and also need to height set here the 30. Like this need to set here these icons and set states this dot icon equal to need to write down here the icons like this configures. Now there's the icon field. If not gets, need to give this here the bitmap descriptor dot people markers. Same as now need to copy and to paste update locations inside. After positions need to past years. Now need to save and to restart these apps and to see here. Not restart. Need to check here. Maybe issue here. Not declares these icons. That's why not load. Copy relative path. Paste this here. Now need to save and need to again restart this app. Now here the loads now need to take years and to show this here the like this moving, but here angle is not displaying, but car show is good, and also need to small, so need to fix this here the size, need to set here icon size as a 14, little bit big, need to set here again restart and look like this here the big it's big like this sets now We need to set here the rotations. To give this here the scrolls. First of all, we need to give this here the anchor value. We need to set here. Then after we need to set give this here the rotation anchors is equal to write down here the const offset manager dot to calculate degree. We need to give this here the old position first of all, means current position, and need to set here the new positions. Now it sets here, and to restart again this app, and now need to show here the with car rotations need to show here like this. Need to set here the degree. Maybe it should be here. Increase this here the 90 degree. Check here. Minus 9. Start this here. Now rotation is good. Now not good. Need to plus 19. Again restart. Here issue inside the rotation degree find out need to first of all the fix here because we are not working good. Check here. I got it, and here set here the sign. That's why not rotation is are working. Now need to start again and to check here, and also not needs here to add degree sums. Now need to go and need to checking here. Now these rotations are working good because need to make mistake right times. That's why not working. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down in the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.